You caught me. You caught me taking a sip. Well, hello there. This is Jordan Pay South Coast K. It is Tuesday, the 27th of August. Coming to you live from the patio, which hence the patio perspective. And I just want to come on here real quick. I got the fan turned off, so I'm gonna probably start sweating like a whore in church. But uh, because I mean it is late August in South Louisiana, man. It's hot, but we don't have any Category Fives coming up my back door, so that's cool. Thank you, Jesus. Uh, just want to come on real quick and remind you that Thursday night, this coming Thursday night at 8 o'clock Eastern, we will have the first. Well, I mean, the season kicks off Saturday, so yeah, it would be the first. South Coast Cane Show preview show. We are going to delve into the game. We'll talk about Miami strengths and weaknesses. Maybe touch on some Florida stuff. I don't know. Still waiting. Still waiting. Hopefully, the cloak and dagger curtain will be lifted and we can have a depth chart by Thursday evening. But if not, it's cool. But also, in regards to the preview show, I've been kind of, be honest with you, I've been on the fence about this game Saturday afternoon. I can't call it. I really can't. As of right now, I guess you could say I've seeked counsel, if you will. I went back and I've been watching, and I hate to single anybody out, but I've been watching some of Ike and Israel, bottom of the map. Been kind of watching some of their. What's up, Phil the Swag? How you doing this evening, buddy? Been kind of watching and listening to some of Ike and Israel, bottom of the map. Uh, Kind of listening to their perspectives because, you know, been hearing all this stuff, been seeing all this stuff in regards to Miami this, Miami that. Maybe it's just opening night jitters. I don't know. But as of right now, Tuesday evening, I don't know. The old school Canes fan that's seen more than I really care to talk about says, hell yeah, we're gonna kick Florida's ass. But there's part of me that says, hold up, wait a minute, you know, who knows? We don't know. We don't know. Um But yeah, I've been kind of like I said, I've been seeking counsel with Ike and Israel, so to speak. Uh, Most of y'all know that I do partake of Mr. Devin and Mr. Frank Jr. Great guys over there at Utah. I believe they're having a hype show Friday night. I think that's what they're calling their little pregame show. But and of course, Coach Hayes been doing his thing. Uh, Kane's cast, Phil and Garrett over up there in, I think they're in either North Dakota or Montana. I don't, but they're up there in the furthest reaches of the northern part of the country, you know. But also, I was reminded here just a second ago that Coach Hayes is having his 8-hour YouTube takeover. He's going to have a bunch of cats on there. Congratulations to Mr. Frank and Mr. Devin being selected for the illustrious panel. No, I don't have sour grapes. I don't have, I'm not experiencing hard cheese because I wasn't invited. No, 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 no. Look, when somebody like me, okay, I'm small time. I am small potatoes compared to the lineup that Coach Hayes has. Uh there will be some there will be a wide variety of guests. I'm gonna try to watch as much as I can, but again, right now, everybody's right, everybody's wrong. Nobody knows. Just wanted to let you know that tomorrow night, Miss Katie, hello there. How you doing? How you doing, Miss Katie? Uh, I don't know who Sean Donahue is, but I don't know what's up with that. But hey, welcome, Mr. Donahue. And since I haven't seen you around before, this is the Patio Perspectives. I am South Coast Kane, and we discuss our. This channel is basically dedicated to University of Miami Hurricanes football. I don't talk much about baseball because it pisses me off, and don't get me started. But anyway, yeah. So tomorrow, from like I think it's 4 o'clock Eastern until midnight Eastern, Coach Hayes is going to have a bunch of cats on there. A lot of folks that y'all know. A lot of, I guess I'm going to come out and say it, a lot of folks that I really don't agree with some of their opinions, their thoughts. But that doesn't mean I hate them. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to, you know, be rude, you know. Um, but yeah, tomorrow night they're doing that. But yeah, again, Thursday night we'll have our preview show. I just, I don't know. I don't know about this game Saturday. I really don't. And I'm not saying that, the likes of anybody has, you know, compromised my thinking. But I've tried to be more objective, you know, after we came off this hiatus with the rise of the fall. It's kind of got me back into that mindset. It's just that we'll see. We'll see. Um, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I know I know a lot of folks are talking good about, of course, Cam, Mr. Martinez. I'm just concerned about the offensive line. I'm kind of curious about the defensive backs. I'm not really worried about the defensive line. I think if the defensive line can penetrate and get no Diddy can get pressure on what's his name, Merks, whatever the Florida quarterback's name is, get him under pressure, will be okay. I don't know. I know the point spread has jumped up to 3 points for Miami. So, right now, if I had to call it, it's either going to be a close one or it's going to be a blowout for Miami. But, I keep thinking about the last 2 years at Miami with Mario. I'm not being anti-Mario. I'm not disrespecting Mario, but it's Mario. Getting paid $8 million a year, and Miami still has to hire a time management coach. Really? Seriously? Hell, for $2 million, I could do it. You know, for For 2 million, look, for half a mil, I'll get out there. All right, Dawson, you call your plays. Gidry, you call your plays. I got the time clock. Time out. I can do that for half a mil. Give me all the Miami gear I want. Time out. Oh, take a knee. I can do it. But I don't, for a school that use the excuse that they don't have money, they don't have the resources, all of a sudden they have resources and they have money. I'm just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. But yeah, also Nate Watts. Nate Watts. That's Wattz, I believe his name is. You can see him on the X or the YouTube. I've had him on the Check It Out corner. He got a new video out about the Kool-Aid. I thought it's hilarious. Hilarious. Y'all go check it out. Katie says, took that buffoon 15 years to figure out he sucks again. Hey, when we got through with the rise of the fall, my opinion was the biggest downfall, the Achilles heel of Miami's football was game day game planning. Don't tell me anything about talent. Don't tell me about whatever. Game day game planning. That's all I'm gonna say. Miami has always had the talent. They may not have had the talent to win the national championship. Maybe they did. But what I'm getting at is Miami Hurricanes football had the talent to win the weak ass ACC Coastal for the last, well, actually, we're going to call it 19 years. Well, no, 18 years, because the first year everybody was together. I think the divisions came in like 05, I believe. And then last year there were no divisions. So regardless of the fact, Miami has had the talent. It just hasn't been guided. It has not been developed. It has not been utilized properly. And I can't sit here and look at y'all and say that it's going to be different Saturday. I don't know. I really don't know. So that's why I'm still. It has nothing to do with Florida. It's not the team from Florida that I'm worried about. It's the coaching staff, and Mario is what I'm worried about. Well, I'm not really worried about it, but I mean that could be the downfall. That's going to be the variable in the equation is Mario. Okay? And until I am shown and proven wrong, different, what am I supposed to think? What am I supposed to think? Cuban Damas. My man. And no, it's not a fake live. We are actually live. Let's see. Katie says, so we have an 80 mil head coach that has to buy a roster because he can't develop his own recruits. And now he has to hire a game manager. Just what the heck does Mario the Clown actually do? Okay. Well, first off, Katie, I'm going to say you're wrong. You're not 100% correct. How can Mario develop his recruits when they all transfer out? No. But you're right. And also, yeah, Cuban, I don't know, maybe Thursday night, Miss Katie and Hayru can air their differences. Maybe they can air their differences. I don't know. But I again, I can't. I'm not saying I'm lying awake at night worried about this game Saturday. No, I'm not doing that. But I can't call it. I can't call it because of what Mario has shown his first 2 years at Miami. I don't shine anybody's shoes. I don't carry Kiwi with me. Okay? It's not about the coach, it's about the you. We talked about this. It's not about a coach, it's not about a player, it's not about an athletic director. It's about that you on the side of the helmet. It's about the university. It's about the football program. And again, this PTSD, you're damn right. What am I supposed to feel after what I've seen, since '04? What am I supposed to feel? I fell for it with Randy Shannon coming in. I fell for it with Al Golden coming in. I fell for it when Mark Rick came in. I fell for it with Manny Diaz. Hell, I went ahead and did 5 for 5 and fell for it when Mario come in. I did. I'm not proud to say it. I am ashamed to say it, but I did. I fell for it. Never again. Never again. You want to ridicule me for having, PTSD? You want to ridicule me that I'm judging how I feel about Saturday's game based on the crap I've seen for the last 20 years? Cool. Do your thing. I ain't mad at you. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But I Mario has not shown, Mario has not proven that he can do anything. I asked the question the other night on the you heard, excuse me, you talk. My gosh, what is wrong with me? You talk. I posed the question, what has Mario done in his first 2 years as head coach of Miami that is any more so than what any other coach has done in their first 2 years since? Yes, Rick had his thing. Nothing against 2017. Nothing against 2017. I am not being anti-Kane, but let's be honest with ourselves. 2017 was an anomaly. The ball bounced in our favor. For the first time, the ball bounced in Miami's favor. You know, take the Langham catch on 4th down against Georgia Tech in the rain. But what I'm saying is, me personally, I have not seen anything in the last 2 years that dictates that I should feel that Miami is going to come out and just, take care of business Saturday. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But I will say this, with the money that has been spent, in the offseason vis-a-vis the free agents, which I noticed that term starting to catch on. With the money that's been spent in free agents, they damn well better get out there and do something, because I tell you what, and I do not ridicule or judge or insult the players by no stretch of the imagination. This is not, but if Miami's $975,000 quarterback comes out there and looks like Robert Marv, we're going to have a problem. Holy crap, Daryl Page, DP, what's up, dude? Daryl Page, I don't know if y'all have seen this young man's show, but I'm telling you, Daryl Page has got to be he is the smooth operator of YouTube. Oh my gosh, that dude is smooth. He is smooth as creamy Jif, dude. But yeah, Cuban, you got you exactly. Look at FSU. But anyway, what I'm getting at is I'm not being gloom and doom. I'm not being, black cloud. I'm just saying I'm being honest and real. I hope that Miami comes out and beats Florida by 27. I hope. I do. I want Miami to win. Unfortunately, we don't have a control in order to compare to. You see where I'm getting at? You know, we don't know. Well, Cam Ward threw for like 5,000 yards when he was at Washington State. That's Washington State, buddy. He's in a whole different program now. You know? Edgar Martinez. He had like 1,500 yards. He averaged 7 yards a carry at Oregon State the last 2 years. Cool. That's fine. But what have you done for me lately? You know? If I can quote Miss Janet Jackson, Miss Nasty, or Miss Jackson if you're nasty. Oh, again, this is not a knock. I am not disrespecting what Cam and Martinez and Brown, what they did before. But that was that's a whole different Yahtzee Cup. We got a brand new Yahtzee Cup. Okay? And hopefully, this offensive line that not too many people seem to be talking about, hopefully they do something. If the offensive line holds up, okay. But here's my kicker, my stinger. If Fletcher is healthy, all right. If Mr. Fletcher is healthy, are they going to split time between him and Martinez? Or is Miami going to get their money's worth, get a return investment, and let Martinez play fully? And if Martinez gets the majority of the carries, is Fletcher going to stick around? But you know what? It's not Fletcher that I'm really concerned about. It's the likes of a Chris Johnson. You know, that's what I'm concerned about. You know, I hope it's running back by committee. But unfortunately, it probably won't be like that. I don't know. I'm just throwing scenarios out there that people are not talking about. Is Emory going to get any playing time this year? What's our wide receiver situation going to look like? Are some of the young bucks going to get some playing time? Now, if what I heard vis-a-vis the social media is true, and Mario doesn't like to play freshmen, okay, cool, let's run with that. Then you still got some receivers sitting there in the wide receiver room that can play. So we'll see. I really, I really hope that Mario allows Coach Dawson and Coach Guidry to be what they were hired to be. Special teams. Yeah, you got Borgelis. I don't know if I did that right. We don't roll too many R's in South Louisiana. But Borgelis should be fine. Oh, crap. I don't even know who the punter is. But I'm going to tell you what. I will say this. and this is something that hasn't been talked about, and I'm glad DP has brought this up. The long snapper has been on point. The long, see, I told you I was going to be sweating like a whore in church with the fan off. But snapper has been 5 out of 5 on long snaps. If y'all have paid attention. Oh, but yeah, I think special teams will be okay. I hope. It's going to take a team effort. You know, um, but I'm just I'm just curious. Again, it all I guess to summarize what I've been rambling about for the last 26 minutes is what identity is Miami going to take this year? And so far in the last 2 seasons, I couldn't tell you what the identity is. Obviously, it's not time management. That's not the identity of the team. Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. But seriously, though, if they want to run the ball, then run the damn ball. If you want to throw the ball, throw the damn ball. I don't care. I don't care. If you want to go, you know, run the ball 3 plays and then I don't care. Just whatever you do it. But then again, I talked about this the other day, but how can Mario try to instill the Big Ten run the ball identity when you hire Shannon Dawson, who is more of a throw it? We're going to go vertical type of identity. Do you see the conflict of interest? You know? Yeah, honestly, I would like to see a little balanced, with Cam Ward and Martinez and hopefully this offensive line. Let's do a little balanced play action. Let's do a little balanced running, a little balanced passing. Hell, won't you dust off some of Dennis Erickson's, two-back pro set offense? I don't know. Just don't use Mark Richt's Tecmo Bowl playbook. That's all I'm saying. And okay, here's another question. So, I saw where I guess the head coach, or there's radio communication between the sideline and the quarterback until 15 seconds left on the play clock on both offense and defense. I am real curious to see how that works out because my first thought was, and again, I'm not bashing, I'm just telling you what I thought. When I saw that, I'm like, oh my God, Mario don't know when to call a timeout. He don't know when to take a knee. He don't know when to do whatever with time management. What the hell's going to happen when he's like, oh yeah, we're going to run triple XZY Omaha. No, wait a minute. No, we're going to run I'm just curious. What did I learn from the FSU game that could hurt us? Georgia Tech has an offensive line that will push you around. As far as FSU's offense versus Georgia Tech's defense, Georgia Tech, with that game, I don't know if it was Florida State took things for granted or if Georgia Tech came out to play. I don't know, but what I saw on the field was Georgia Tech's offensive line pushed that PFF ranked #1 defensive line in the country around like rag dolls. And then Georgia Tech's defense just stymied Florida State's offense. Georgia Tech, I'm telling you, Georgia Tech is, as of right now, Man, until I see something Saturday, man, Georgia Tech looks better than they were last year. If Miami comes out and just takes things for granted, I mean, Georgia Tech's been a thorn in Miami's side forever. But anyway, uh, but then I mean, there's a lot of variables, Cuba, a lot of variables. I mean, with DJ Ugalele, a lot of bad throws, but they had a couple of shots right there. The receivers found a hole in Georgia Tech zone and made some good completions. Uh, I think I'm more impressed with the Florida State kicker hitting a field goal from damn near. I think he kicked it from London. That was impressive to see such accuracy from a Florida State kicker. That was the best. That was the amazing part. I'm like, holy shit, this dude can hit field. But not the thing. Here's the thing, though. Seriously though, again, I don't know if Florida State just took things for granted, but I do know this: Georgia Tech came to play. They came to play, and apparently, I can understand like that first series, the first offensive series for Georgia Tech. I could see Florida State kind of, like a heavyweight fight, kind of figuring things out. Okay, but Georgia Tech bullied Florida State's defense all game. This was supposed to be the best defensive line in the country, and little Georgia Tech come out and played. I'm telling you, see, that's what kills me. This is what I don't understand is how the likes of a Georgia Tech, Virginia, Louisville, NC State, again, no disrespect to them, but you take these teams and I got the numbers. I have the slides, the PDFs, the whatever. But you look at these teams in the ACC who have only averaged, you know, their average recruiting class was like in the 20s and 30s, and they come out just scrapping, you know. And then you take somebody like a Miami who has all this talent, all these stars, and can't do anything with it. Well, Miss Katie, if Louisville and NC State make the ACC title game and Miami doesn't, it's going to be some it's going to be some dark times on this channel. I am going to it's like I said on the Utah with Mr. Larry Frank. I said, Mr. Frank, you're going to have to get in line because I'm fighting my way to the front. I want to be front row to watch the concert on general admission, and I am going to go off. I am going to call all of these people out. All of these cats that said that, Miami is so great this year. I'm going to call you out. Okay? And again, my expectation, I don't, like I said, I did talk about the 10, 11 wins. I got into the win, but I've thought about it, and I've said it before because as Cuban Damas said, history is being recorded. I have come to the realization and the conclusion after a lot of thinking and meditation, if you will, probably about 30 minutes of it. But Miami needs to make the ACC. Miami needs to win the ACC championship for this year, with all the talent that Miami has, vis-a-vis all these recruiting classes, vis-a-vis all the free agents that have come in. They better win an ACC championship. Or, I mean, I don't want to call anybody out. I hate to do that, but I will do it. I will name names, and I will get rude. And I'm going to tell you right now, don't, especially this PTSD crap that's going on. Okay? How's that PTSD doing now if Miami doesn't win the ACC championship? Because guess what? And Cuban, we talked about this before. Next year, we talk about next year. Cam's only here for 1 year. Martinez is here for 1 year. What's going to happen next year? Oh, don't worry about next year. Why y'all worried about next year? You see, we were ridiculed for thinking about next year, the year after that, the consistent success. We were ridiculed for that. But guess what? We'll have our day. But anyway, uh let's see here. Cuban says he has Cuban in Miami or Florida State and AC, and that's a fair assumption. Phil, let's not just count out UNC just cause dude, I'm tell you what, if you realize Miami has not beaten North Carolina since 2018. Mario will never win an ACC title if he lets last 10 years. Better coaching always. Hey, and you're right. And again, Katie, you're right. If we look at the last 2 years, okay, you can go even deeper into Mario history 101. That's fine. But the only thing I worry about is Miami. And again, I have not seen anything in the last 2 seasons, 2022, 2023, that dictates any improvement. I really haven't. I haven't. Even Schnellenberger, Johnson, Erickson. Now, of course, Erickson, he was given the keys to the Porsche, but even Butch Davis, with all the crap he went through. All right. But there was improvement. By year 3, oh my gosh. There's improvement. Well, that is a different time and era in college football. But it's still football. Winning is winning. The football field is still 100 yards long. It's still 50 yards wide. You still have 4 plays to make 10 yards. The defense still has 4 plays to keep that offense from progressing down the field. It's still football. Whether you throw it 90 times or you run it 90, it's still football. And again, we talked about it. Exactly, Cuban. Butch, of all the coaches, Butch had more to deal with. He had the higher hurdles to jump over. He had the higher mountains to climb. And look what happened. And Phil, I hope you're right. Please, again, where I am not sitting here bashing Mario, but I'm just saying, I want to see something Saturday. As a long-time Miami fan, I want to see something different Saturday. I want to see and again, I know these are 18 to 21-year-old men, okay? They're going to make mistakes. I got it. Okay? I understand it's the first game of this season. At Florida, at Gainesville. I got it. I know that. I understand that, this is a new team, as Cuban Damas talked about, the chemistry. Okay, I got it. I know that. But I'm not a guru, but I can tell when there is just, If you continue to run the ball up the middle, run the ball up the middle, I mean, when you run the ball up the middle 30 times and you're only averaging half a yard, how many more times are you going to do it? It's like the definition of insanity by Albert Einstein. When you continue to do the same thing and expect different results, what kind of adjustments are going to be made? Because I believe I can really see it being like a 9-7, 10-9, 3-0, 6-3 halftime score. And then whoever makes the halftime adjustments will be victorious. Because regardless of whoever Florida has as coach, regardless of whoever Florida has on the field, it's still Florida. It is still the Gators. They are at home at the Swamp. And you have to respect that. Now, another question is, okay, let's say Miami jumps out. Let's say Miami jumps out to like a 24-0 lead at halftime. Can they hold it? You see what I'm getting at? What's going to happen? But again, this is all what ifs. What ifs? You know, it, you know, and another thing, it wasn't that long ago. It wasn't that long ago. Which CC member is the new play coach? Might be Brad. Could be Brad. Never know. But one last thing, it wasn't that long ago that those who drank the Kool-Aid were ostracized, insulted, demeaned. Oh, you're a Kool-Aid drinker. Kool-Aid drinker. It used to be a bad thing to be a Kool-Aid drinker, but now people are just proud to be Kool-Aid drinkers. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And if Miami comes out, beats Florida by 10 or more points, everything's looking good, well-oiled machine, hey, good job. Good job. But we'll find out. Again, as of right now, we have no depth chart from Miami. There are no game notes. There's no media things that I've seen. I've been checking collegepressbox.com regularly just to get some information. But don't forget tomorrow night, Coach Hayes. I mean, I don't know what's in Coach Hayes' Cane's juice, but I'm kind of wondering if Coach Hayes is getting some money. I don't know. I'm joking. Coach Hayes is going to have a pretty good star-studded lineup. I believe Mr. Devin and Mr. Frank are probably going to be on around the 7:30, 8 o'clock Eastern time slot. I'm not sure, but be sure to y'all be sure to check that out. There's going to be a lot of opinions. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of double talk. You'll hear the same thing you've heard, and but be sure to just listen if you want to do it. And of course, don't forget Thursday night we have our preview show. Friday night, Utah. Oh, You heard they'll have their hype show on. And I'm not trying to be fanboy, but I am checking almost every 10 minutes, it seems like. I am so anxious to see some, here to see some Ike and Israel content, those two guys from bottom of the map. I'm real anxious, and I know they will. I know they will. I know, Cuban. I'm gonna have to. It's almost like a swear jar. I'm gonna have to just start putting money every time I screw that up. I don't know. I don't know why. And again, I don't mean to disrespect Mr. Devin and Mr. Frank. Lord knows I don't want to disrespect them, but the fumblings of an old dude. But anyway, yeah, I'm really. I did have it right. Okay. Anyway. Uh, yeah, I'm real anxious to see. I'm really anxious to see to hear from Ike in Israel. I really uh unsubscribe. I'm real anxious to hear what Ike and Israel have to say because, like I said, the last few days I've been seeking counsel by watching some of their older shows and listening to them because there is so much hot air being blown around on the YouTubes and everything. I mean, there's enough hot air out here now because it's late August, and there's enough hot air out there now. But I have noticed a change. There seems to be a common thread, a commonality, if you will, amongst a lot of the YouTubers, the YouTube content creators. You know, I'll let y'all figure that one out. But and yeah, I still watch Chub Z and Shad. I know I was so hoping that they would have done it Saturday, but they didn't. They went on Sunday morning, and I was out of town, birthday celebration at the in-laws. But if Chub Z and or Shad watch this, I have not forsaken y'all. I'm not mad at you. I'm not. It's just there's so much that I try to watch, and then plus I've been busier than a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. So other than that, I'm going to close with the. Don't forget the South Coast Cane Challenge. I challenge each and everybody out there, or let me say this: I would ask that each and every one of y'all out there would, during your course of your day, when you're out and about, whether you're at the grocer, or if you're just out walking, or when you're out in public and you see somebody, say, "Hello, how you doing? How's your day? How are you?" Smile. How you doing? And just if they say, "Oh, I'm doing good. How are you?" "Oh, I'm doing. Thank you for asking." And I kind of started that. I know it sounds kind of corny. Hands across America, teach the world to sing and buy them a Coke and stuff. But let's face it, y'all. Let's face it. The world is a shit show right now. And if we can just you know start with our own universe, our own little area, and just, "Hello, how you doing?" And you'd be surprised. Some people will say, "Well, I'm doing good, thank you. How are you?" Or, believe it or not, I've had this happen. They'll say, "Well, they'll tell you their problems." you know. And I'm not saying you got to be Dr. Phil, but sometimes people just want to be heard. They want to. Sometimes you're the only one. If you acknowledge them and ask them how their day is doing, you may be the only one they're able to talk to. You know. Hell, you may start a chain of events that helps that person out, or it may help you out. There may be a day that you're having one of those limp biscuit days where nothing is right, you know? And just saying hello to somebody could kind of help lift your spirits. because if we're gonna if we're gonna make this a better place, we all have to do it one step at a time, and it all begins with each of us. A simple hello, how you doing? You know, and anybody, anybody else out there, just hello, how you doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, how you doing? You know, like the girls at the, well, I say the girls, but the young ladies at the Murphys here, I always go, hello, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a wonderful day. You know, and especially when they're busy. You know, when you got the line and you just take five just to say hello, how you doing? Oh man, it's crazy, but that's okay. Quitting time is coming soon, and you see that little smile come on their face. It just kind of makes you. It's almost like the Grinch and his heart growing three sizes because you know you have helped. You have helped a fellow human being a little bit more. Cuba says, can't say to the holes and turd fan, especially. Well, you know, it again, Florida and Florida State fans, they are people too. We already know how they do it. You know, we already know how they do it, and uh, I'm gonna leave that ball in y'all's court because being up here where I am, I don't see as many, so I really can't. But I'm just generalization. Okay, take Miami out the equation. Just us as people, just spending time on this rock. You know, regardless of who you want to vote for, who you don't want to vote for, what car you drive, you know, what kind of seasoning you use, it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter. Just hello, how you doing? So that's gonna be our South Coast Cane Challenge. And man, I tell you what, it is amazing. You'll be surprised. But anyway, all right, I've been talking for almost an hour. Thursday night, we are going to do it a little bit better. I'll be in some air conditioning. I won't be sweating like a whore in church out here. 8 o'clock Eastern, we will have the preview show. Thank y'all for stopping by on this Tuesday evening. Cuban, you know I love you, buddy. Katie, love you too, girl. Phil, love you. Daryl Page, thank you for stopping by. Nothing but love for you too, buddy. Uh, did I miss anybody other than the new folks? But anyway, all right, I'm getting out of here. Thank y'all. Y'all know how we do it. Peace, love, and soul. It's go Canes. And we're going to catch you next time. Bye. Oh, crap. I hit the wrong button. There we go. Nope. There we go. All right.